What was that?
Not sure.
Do you remember the outside? Did it come in? Yeah. Remember that back here?
Yeah, kind of like around this way.
Definitely just tingly over here.
That's a fun hallway.
Is it electricity though?
Yeah, there's electricity.
Oh, nice. So,
So just feel like the tip of my fingertips. Like this area. Like back in that smaller hallway between these walls, my fans were just like tingly inside. Oh, here's some fingers.
want to start in the basement?
Yeah, sure. You know which way to go for that? Oh, I know it's the
Just,
side of the
yeah. Yeah, I used to work in this area, and that fireplace is original to here.
My arms feel a bit of tingling, but not too much. I'm not sure if it's linked to the fireplace, but just like these frontal part of my arms are feeling heavier than the rest of my body. I don't feel it too much in here. Pretty sure this is made for the haunted attraction, isn't it?
Yeah. Mullet.
This is a deputization form, and people have re-hit the keys to type in one of the lines of information so much they punched through the paper in the exact shape of the letter.
What letter is it?
It's a whole sentence.
I would assume this was supposed to be like a little county jail the way it's set up.
Yeah, definitely looks it.
One of the sentences is back in the basement.
How convenient. It's pretty neat. Oh, that is really cool. They definitely punched through it a bunch.
Assuming the fake needle shouldn't be stepped on.
Feeling anything in there?
A little bit, a little tingly.
It's one of the spots I used to work in, and it was odd.
Yeah.
Sounded like something just moved in there.
What's up?
Said it sounded like something just moved in there.
simulator.
forward. Yeah, I guess.
It's a heck of a contraption there.
Even Wildsville couldn't come up with this. Still my quality for Wildsville.
Oh boy.
Seems more universal today.
Not getting anything in my head. How would it come up when there's a shore?
This almost feels like it would be an electricity issue.
Hopefully it changes once we get the breakers off.
Because I'm feeling dizzy.
Was this the actual house before it became a haunted attraction?
What, the floor?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it should be.
I feel pain in like my side of my stomach,
Yeah.
but it's only like when I stand in this spot.
You're picking up the same feeling?
I got like a pressure on my chest right here. It's not as bad as in there, but a little bit. I took on my pressure.
Of course I couldn't see that.
I don't know why, but I feel like if anybody was in this,
Did
room,
anybody
like in
just
that
say
spot.
anything just then?
What was that?
Sounded like a man said something.
That's anything.
It was terrifying in here.
The tremendous shake.
I'm getting tingles in here, like all throughout my arm. This one on this side. I'm not really picking up much energy though.
That's all original to the house there.
Yeah.
It's got a beautiful wallpaper, although it got destroyed.
Do we know anything about the house originally?
I do.
You don't want to say it 'cause,
Not quite yet.
Yeah, not yet.
yeah.
I thought we walked there.
And this is the exit.
I get a weird feeling about this staircase, but I don't know why.
It's something creepy and old.
True.
I'm not sure what that whining noise is.
I think it might be the candles up there. Oh,
The bulbs.
yeah. Are we allowed to go up these steps?
Yeah. Well, this alone.
Yeah.
I feel a feeling in my stomach. It's like tense, but it's light.
We were just in here.
Did we already go through that door as well?
We didn't go through the door now. What's up?
That's a window.
I was wondering what this was. I was wondering if it might have been like where a fireplace was or something, or there's pipes.
Might have been like the heating vent downstairs.
Could be, yeah, that's true too.
Boring HVAC information. You want to like send the heater on the outside of the house.
Yeah.
I thought I just heard a noise just then too. Could have been your boots. I'm not a fan of Momo, so
Yeah.
just that normities set me off.
My chest feels tight. I'm not really picking up too much now. It was faint.
I don't feel much in here.
Big old spider.
He's protecting the place.
I think the first time I was here, we got some activity out of here.
Definitely. I don't know what it is yet, though. What's this?
Really, it's painful in this room. It's been just like a shooting pain, like through my leg.
I mean, that's what the theme of this room is, but I'm pretty sure it's usually been.
I feel like there's something in this room. I feel because it keeps like getting cold chills like on this side of my arm, and then it goes away for a while, and then I feel it like brush by. It's like it's there and then it's not. I'm not sure. This seems to be a theme of a lot of things in here.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like this place and the room below it in the basement are the hot spots from what you're saying so far. That's what I've got before. I assume if you go out that door and then to the left, the dressing room should be right there.
Have we already seen the dressing room, or is that new for us? Did you say that we could look up near the attic? Because I feel like if like just one of us went up there at a time, we would be able to feel different things and possibly get different sense of feeling up there.
Good.
Since it is like a smaller space, we can't all be up there, but. It feels like if something were up here, it would definitely just be watching. It wouldn't be like interacting with anybody. But like that back corner area between the clothing racks, that area seems to me like it might be where we might be just looking. Just dark between the racks. Just like back throughout there to the other side over there. It definitely has a lot of hiding places if anyone was up here, but I'm not feeling too much. It feels just like it feels lighter now up here than when everyone else was up here is with us. There's a bit of stiffiness, but it's breathable now. So I'm not sure if it's just overwhelming.
Probably. Claustrophobia.
For most of what I've felt on the walkthrough so far, it just seems like mostly just like tingling, like in my hands, or something like my arms, or mostly it would be like pain in my leg, mostly my right leg. And I forgot which room, I think it was the second floor room when we first got up there. One of the first rooms we walked into, I felt like a pain in my lower stomach. But I'm not sure what those feelings are attached to if it were to somebody else. I definitely get a sense of like when we were in the basement, that that first room we walk into with the cot in there, that one seems like it would have been like a passing by area for anything that would have lived in the house beforehand, just like walking by. Did you feel anything up there?
Not really. Not entirely. Like a little bit of a heavy feeling. But nothing major.
Do you think we might be able to... Do we have any more to walk through, or...?
Just outside.
Okay. Once we do a little outside, then we can start setting up equipment.
And you guys can get the actual history of what this
Yeah.
thing was.
It'll be exciting.
She's old. I'm gonna say 18... 70, 90, somewhere in that area. Real.
Has this house been on fire before?
Yeah.
It would definitely matter, you can tell it was. I don't know if there's a top there.
One hell of a large house.
Something about the pressures in around mid-15 like a really long time ago, people were buried here.
And you're the one to pick it up?
Aww.
But something about like a bunch of low-lying spots spaced out. Anywhere I shouldn't be stepping.
Angel, you picking anything up?
I mean, my leg kind of hurts, but that might be due to the ground. I'm not really picking up too much out here. It feels like it's like a feeling, but then it's just like fading. I don't know what that feeling is. I guess the closest I can think of is like sadness, but not sadness per se. I don't know. It's like empty. It's mostly just like right in here and then pain.
It's one of the largest locations that we have, so it's not small.
No, not at all.
What's running through your head? Obviously, you're thinking about something.
Sort of roughly evenly spaced sort of long divots. And years back I was on a ghost tour of Savannah, Georgia, and they explained the sidewalk dips down every few feet. We call them coffin puddles because they paved over the graveyard. And it seems like there's one every few feet going this way. So I think there's probably something buried here, at least a few things.
What are you feeling?
Honestly, the only thing, like, from trying to empty my head, I like feel is like a female spirit, like a young female, not like child or teen, but like young adult. It's just like standing in the middle. And I can't tell if it collapsed or caught on fire. I feel like the structure's just weak if it was one. Other than, I don't really feel too much. It's like really faint.
Now, do you want to hold this for 1 second? I'll
I got you.
give you guys the ashtray. So as Albert was already picking up, that either over here or in front of the house, there used to be gravestones, like a cemetery of unmarked graves. That place used to be either, well, it was referred to as a sanitarium for the town, but it sounded more like a makeshift hospital. And after that, I believe, is when they started doing the apartment building. And then 27 years ago is when the haunted house started. Between the apartment building and the haunted house, it was vacant for a time period. So when you're feeling gashes and cuts and everything, that's probably related to some surgeries from that time period.
That's interesting.
That's interesting.
Can you knock on something for us? There's a music box on the servant stairs. Do you want to set that off?
Say Tyler.
Simon.
It's fairly clear.
I don't think this has a headphone jack in it. Then there are option for audio was connected to the stereo box, so I thought it had an option for audio, but doesn't seem to have any. Maybe do not touch that one. It'll be very, very loud.
That raven just moved.
Did you move the raven? Was that you? How long have you been here? Is that you? Oh, I thought I heard either you or Alex talking.
7. Are there 7 spirits in this home?
Who are we talking to?
Five.
What's there 5 of? Where are you?
Underground, is that what it just said?
Are you below us?
Do you mean the basement?
Are you in the basement? Do you live here? Are you stuck here? Said out something.
How do you feel about the current state of the house?
It's 5 minutes past 8.
Is there anything you'd like to tell us before we head out for a bit? Are you making a weird whirring noise?
I'm not sure why I would start doing that.
Do you have anything you'd like to tell us before we head out for a bit? If you're trying to say something, you gotta speak a little clearer. Are there any messages you'd like to leave us? Sounds like you're brewing coffee.
It's caused by interference, but it's been fine up until this point.
Are you touching the spirit box? Is that you touching it? Are you lost?
How do you guys feel about the... What?
It's got like a weird joke.
From my voice?
Maybe.
Whoops. I was gonna ask you guys how you feel about the props. What was that? Was that any of your guys' phone?
It might have been mine, yeah. I turned off voice now, so it's not gonna make anything now.
The most recent notification was 20 minutes ago.
Maybe turntable? You don't seem to be really interacting with our equipment or electronics. Can you make a bang? Can you touch one of us on the shoulder? Can you whisper something to one of us? Run. Run or run. Was there any shady things going on with the apartment?
You want to come sit down and tell us a story? How did your surgery go? To be honest, it feels quite a bit warmer in here now.
Yeah, I'm not freezing. And I think it just said could be. Could be.
Did you make it really cold in here? How cold do you think you can make it? Wait, did you say bye?
To buy. That's what I heard. To buy. It's colder in here now.
Yeah, it sounded like I thought I heard it too.
I said it's colder in here.
Yeah, it does. I'm gonna knock again. Could you finish the sequence?
You hear some? I can't hear you at all.
Sounds like quacking.
Yeah. It's like a weird, yeah. Sound like a kid for a minute.
If somebody's out there, could you come in here and talk to us? Could you tell us a story? It definitely was cold in here. My heart was freezing.
Yeah.
How many doctors were there? Is the doctor still here?
Mike? You still think something is related to that building?
It'd be pretty awesome if it were. Can we put the auto recording device on the log?
Can, yeah.
Starting audio session at the Andover Haunted House, Outback Cemetery at 11:44 p.m. There's Angel, Angela, JD, Lucy, and Albert.
11:44. Took us a while to get out of there.
So I heard there used to be a cemetery back here. Does anyone want to talk to us? Whose house collapsed back here?
Anybody still wandering this backyard, this yard?
Is anybody's body still here? If there's anybody out back with us, could you touch the lantern I have on the log? Bring us some light? Did you see the fire happen here?
Are the graves out back here for the sanitarium patients?
Is there anybody that would like to come talk with us?
Are you upset that your markers are now gone?
Did you even have any markers?
Are you stuck here? Do you think you could hold on to that lantern for us? Just pick it up. Thought that log behind you was a bunny. She's standing there. Is there anybody still on the property? Do you live here? Is it peaceful? Is anybody's body still on the property? Did you live in that house that got torn down? guess that's how it looks. What happened to that building that collapsed?
Jeez Louise.
Albert slamming the porta potty.
Jeez.
That was the most frightening thing that happened all night.
Awful loud.
The door is spring-loaded and there's nothing to stop it from slamming.
You're not staying in the pocket anymore. Is there anybody over by that tree behind me? Are you happy?
When you were out here before, you said sad. Got the feeling it's sad.
Are you sad? Do you feel stuck?
Like you're starting to feel a bit heavy.
Is it just me or does the relaxing? Like it's just getting
Did you ever spend time in the Andover house?
It's getting what?
rained on? So that sort of noise, but it's not raining.
You hear it. Somebody there's a creek like that way.
No, I mean, aside from the creek, there's a staticky sort of noise around us.
Yeah. Are you still on Earth? Can you see us? Could you touch one of our shoulders to let us know you're here? His kidneys hurt. He's breaking down. Are you still on the property? Is there anything that you'd like to say before we stop the recording? Thank you for talking with us. Stop the recording session.